The recruits have no excuses. Look at you, at what one Guardian can do, with nothing but your ghost, your weapon, and your light.
Welcome back to the channel, guys, and today I wanted to show you all 6 of my god roll cold denials that I was working towards with all my engram openings, testing all 6 of them out and telling you which is my perfect god roll that I got a wee run out of medals with, as you saw just before the intro. So I don't want to go on for too long, so subscribe and hit the little bell so that you get notifications if you wish to. Leave some comments, tell me what you think about the cold denial, and if you liked this video, please hit that like button, and if you didn't, refresh and try again. Let's get into it. So first and foremost, I put targeting adjuster on everything, and the first one we are looking at is my perfect roll that I wanted, a full stability roll, but without the stability masterwork because I couldn't get it. It was chambered compensator, ricochet rounds, zen moment, and multi-kill clip. Now I wanted this specifically just to test it out because I'd never seen anyone with this roll, and I regret it because this gun is terrible in this form. Maybe if you got a stability roll on it instead of the handling one that I had, it might be a little bit better, but all in all it just felt really slow, really clunky. It just didn't feel like it was a usable weapon. I really struggled to warm up with it and start to use it to an effective manner. It just was really difficult to use. It was more than a struggle, and I really regret trying to get this roll. And I really do think that if someone was really good with pulse rifles, or if there was a meta for pulse rifles, this may do better. But in this current meta on rhyming, it just doesn't work. It's really slow, really clunky. So next up we have one with Arrowhead Break, ricochet rounds, zen moment, and head seeker. Now head seeker is a very good perk for the cold denials, so I was really excited to try this one out, and in comparison to the first cold denial, this was just so much better. It just felt like I was getting faster, easier kills, and I just felt more confident going into every single gunfight that I was going into. But I think having zen moment and head seeker and a stability masterwork really kind of countered the idea of using head seeker, because obviously you want to hit some body shots and then snap up and hit a head, but the gun was so stable that it was kind of hard to adjust that, and when you do adjust it, it became a powerhouse, but it just felt inconsistent in that little tiny way. But I think I got like a 3 KD using this, so it was a big step up from the first cold denial, and I was excited and I was thinking, man, this could actually be quite a good pulse rifle and I might keep it. But then I found some other ones and I deleted it. Next up we have Arrowhead Break, ricochet rounds, killing wind, and swashbuckler with a stability masterwork. Now this gun felt even better than the second gun, and I feel like it can be superb if you constantly keep those 2 perks procced and you keep running with the gun. So I feel like this gun would be really useful on a close quarters map, so you can constantly be in a fight, constantly keeping those perks up. And obviously killing wind and swashbuckler makes you be able to move faster, shoot from better range, and also a damage increase on every kill. And when I was getting those perks put together, I felt like I was unstoppable, but it was only for brief periods of time throughout the map because I had to keep those perks procced for me to really actually find any use for this weapon. Because if you don't have those perks procced, it's just a normal cold denial, still really good, but just not, superb or god roll like weapons. I think I got like a 4 KD with this, and I know KD really doesn't matter from game to game, but I just felt really comfortable using this weapon with these perks. Still a really good roll, but unfortunately not the best that I found anyway. Now this was one that I tried a little bit earlier, but with one different perk, and that is having flared magwell instead of ricochet rounds, but still having zen moment, head seeker, stability masterwork, and arrowhead break. And the reason why I tested this one was because I really wanted to see how important ricochet rounds was on this pulse rifle. And my god, is it important. Ricochet rounds is definitely the perk you want in that tree or that slot, because it just makes the gun so much better. This version of the pulse rifle just felt really slow and clunky as well, but it did have some success, except I really felt like I had to stand back and play defensive. Pick people off from range, people who aren't really looking at me. I can attack first without them attacking me. It's great for cleanup if someone hasn't really got shields and just some health. It's a good all-round gun if you sit back and play defensively. But then again, most guns are, and most cold denials are. But it's important to note for me personally that ricochet rounds is super important on this weapon, because when I was using it without ricochet rounds, I was losing most of my fights with a straight up fair fight face to face, it wasn't really a great gun. Now the next one had Arrowhead Break, it had ricochet rounds, it had feeding frenzy and multi-kill clip. And boy, oh boy, is this cold denial a lot of fun, but only if you can keep those perks procced. If you're having feeding frenzy and kill clip and you're reloading when you need to reload and you're just keeping up that efficient set of dual perks, this gun is phenomenal. It absolutely just murders people and destroys them. However, if you're not that great at PvP like I am, it's quite difficult to keep those perks up all the time. So I found this gun to be super fun when I could get those perks on the go, and it's definitely one that I'm going to keep because it is so much fun. Once you get those perks proc, then you just look at someone, you just absolutely melt them, they just disappear. And I feel like if you were really good at PvP, if you had really good experience using pulse rifles, this role would be stupidly good. And I believe when I was playing this game, I don't know whether it's the footage I'm using in the background, someone else had this same role and was just obliterating my team. He actually prevented me from being able to get decent amount of footage, but he was ridiculously good at understanding how to use this weapon correctly because I was just using it for the first time. This role is great. If you can get this role and you don't have any chance of any other role, please use this and try this. Just remember to keep that reload up to be able to get the multi-kill clip and stuff like that. It's just a badass weapon. Now this is my god roll, but I think it can be better with ricochet rounds because I was unfortunate to get high caliber rounds. So I've got Arrowhead Break, high caliber rounds, Killing Wind, Head Seeker, and a range masterwork. Now obviously Killing Wind helps with moving quicker, Head Seeker gives you more damage on a headshot after getting some body shots. I've got a range perk in there so I can shoot from a little bit further distance, plus Killing Wind makes range a little bit better too. And I think if ricochet rounds was in here as well, it'd just be unstoppable. But I got my first we ran out of medals using this weapon, and that to me makes it incredible. Now I probably didn't get all 20 kills, I probably only got about 8 kills, but this weapon just felt so good to use, and I felt like I could survive most fights and be able to escape with the weapon. So say like I kill someone and I get Killing Wind but I'm under fire, I can, you know, dodge, disappear and run because I've got that Killing Wind burst. I just felt like I unlocked the matrix and I was just in the zone, and I've used it a couple of times since and it is just even better than when I first used it. It's just such a well-rounded weapon with just the right perks to absolutely destroy in Crucible. Now will it win every gunfight? Probably not. You're not going to beat a sniper who's good, you're probably not going to beat an auto rifle from close, but mid-range to long range against most engagements, this gun absolutely annihilates. And if you can get Killing Wind procced and you're hitting Head Seeker, it just does disgusting damage, and you can 2-burst pretty much anyone at any point if you are quick enough and efficient enough. This gun is unstoppable, and this is my god roll because it got me my first we ran out of medals. Now the reason why I was looking for a god roll pulse rifle is, you know, pulse rifles may become the meta again, and I have a good chattering bone, but I really wanted to get a good cold dinar because I like the way it looks, I like the way it sounds, I like the way it feels to fire. The zoom and aim down sights are really good as well, so I wanted to make sure I had a really good roll, or a god roll for me, for when pulse rifles inevitably come back round to being the meta. I definitely wouldn't choose this gun right now over most auto rifles, but I do occasionally just whip it out because it's fun to try something different other than just using my summoner or gnawing hunger. And recently I found love in the arbalest. I've just been using it for everything because it's just so much fun to use, and this gun is actually appearing more in my arsenal right now than the arbalest is because I've used it a couple of times and I'm just absolutely blown away by how good this gun is. And it made me, someone who's dead average at PvP, feel like I was just a pro, like I was just absolutely demolishing people. And a long journey of engram openings looking for this cold dinar has come to its end. Let me know what you think about all these rolls. Let me know if you have a better god roll than I do. Let me know what you think are good perks, and let me know what you think about my god roll. Just let me think about anything. Let me know what you had for breakfast. I don't know, just leave comments so that I get back in the algorithm. And then, you know, that also means to leave likes as well, because likes help me get back into the algorithm. And if you didn't like the video, then please try again at some other point. I don't even know what I'm going on about anymore. Thank you for watching. I've been easynow. You guys have been awesome. Subscribe as well and follow me on Twitter, link in the video description.